This video is a demonstration of the Quality Events module from the Lockbox Quality Management System, Lockbox QMS. With the Lockbox Quality Events module, you can log deviations and corrective and preventive actions, or CAPAs, in one central digital location. We will start by looking at a Quality Events dashboard on the home page. This is an example of a dashboard used to track deviations over time. We can see the number of submitted, closed, and canceled deviations, as well as summary tables and charts that display statuses and trends over time. Dashboards like this can be filtered by date or by team members to give quality managers a complete view on all of the quality event metrics from their lab. From here, we will navigate to the Deviations tab. This is where we can see all of the deviations that have been logged into Lockbox. We can filter these lists to show deviations from a specific time period, such as all the deviations that occurred this month. Or we can check out deviations with a specific status. For example, here's a list of all the closed deviations. Notice that these lists and the filters can be configured using point-and-click configurations. No coding required. We can also switch from the table view to the Kanban view. This allows us to see all of the deviations arranged based on their status. For this video, I will start by creating a new deviation. For any given deviation, I can capture the date of the occurrence, the details of the deviation, the expectation, was it planned or unplanned. I can set the number of days that it should take for this deviation to be closed, and this will automatically set a deadline for the deviation. I can associate this deviation with a specific controlled document or associate it to a specific team member. After clicking Save, I'm taken to the deviation record page, which will store all the information about the deviation, including the investigation details like an impact assessment and a root cause analysis. The outcome of the deviation can also be documented here. This includes marking if new samples had to be requested, if testing was canceled, or if new reports had to be generated. Once the deviation is ready for review and approval, it can be routed through an approval pathway. These approval pathways are completely customizable. You can select which team members need to approve these deviations and in what order. In this example, I will choose the deviation approval pathway. After selecting that pathway, we can now see the pathway map, which shows who will need to review and approve this deviation and in what order. As the approver, I can approve or reject the deviation. I will also leave a comment, and I could leave suggested or required changes. Once my approval has been submitted, the next step in the approval pathway is automatically started. In this case, there are two possible approvers. Either Larry Potter, the lab director, or Mary Anderson, the medical director, can review and approve this deviation. These pathways can be configured so that a single approver is required or multiple approvers are required. Once the approval process has been completed, the deviation status is automatically updated to approved. Now I can close out the deviation. If a series of deviations need to be associated to a CAPA, which stands for Corrective Action and Preventive Action, those deviations can be selected, and I can use this button here to either associate them with an existing CAPA or create a new CAPA record. For this example, I will go with Corrective Action. I will be automatically taken to the CAPA record page, which will store all the information about the CAPA and stores a list of all the associated deviations. I can enter a description and target due date, as well as assign the CAPA to a specific team member. I can also prepare a CAPA plan and capture the evidence of closure. Just like with the deviation, I can route this CAPA for review and approval. In this case, not only can I select the approval pathway, but I can also select a pathway subtype to indicate if it's the description, the plan, or the closure that needs to be approved. The approval process is similar to what we saw with the deviation. We have the pathway map, which is used to indicate which team members need to approve and in what order. I can mark the CAPA as approved. I can leave comments and suggested changes. And once all the approvals are complete, the CAPA status is automatically pushed to approved. Now, since there are multiple subtypes available for this CAPA approval, I can route this record for approval again once the CAPA plan is complete. Notice that if I'm not the user who's expected to review this record, I am unable to approve it, but I can still see the pathway map so that I know who the approvers will be. During any of the approval stages, automatic notifications and emails can be used to inform approvers of quality events that need to be reviewed. Managers can also navigate to each team member record to view any deviations or CAPAs that have been assigned to them. Reports and dashboards can also give team members and managers insight into the status of quality events in the lab. This has been a brief overview of the Lockbox QMS Quality Events module. Lockbox QMS also includes controlled documents and training management modules that directly connect with Lockbox LIMS. If you are interested in exploring Lockbox QMS in more detail, please contact Third Wave Analytics today.